Good evening, everyone. Today's topic is Negotiable Instrument Act, and specifically, it is about check. In previous lectures, we have studied that there are three kinds of negotiable instrument, and we have already discussed the promissory notes and bills of exchange. So today we will talk about checks, which is one of the kind of negotiable instrument. So what is a check? There is no difference between check and a bill of exchange. And the difference is just that in a bill of exchange, that there are three parties: drawer, drawee, and pay. But in case of check, the drawee is a banker. So that means there are three parties in checks. First is the drawer, which is maker of the check. Second, the drawee is a banker or a bank. And third party is pay. So check is a negotiable instrument in writing containing an unconditional order uh, addressed to a banker, signed by a person who is making the check, uh, required to pay him a certain sum of amount in money only, and order a certain person to pay, or the bearer of the instrument. So as we see, there are three parties in a check. First party is known as drawer. That means the maker of the check. The maker need to sign on the face of check, and the drawer is the person who direct a bank to or direct or order a bank to pay a certain amount of money to pay. Second party is drawee, and in case of checks, the drawee is the bank on which checks are drawn. And third party is pay. That means the beneficiary, or to whom amount has to be paid. So if we see the pro forma of check, it is a pro forma of check of State Bank of India. So in this case, the person who will sign on the face of check is known as drawee. The State Bank or the SBI is the who the person who's signing the check is called the drawer. The Bank of India will become drawee, and the person's name to whom it is been made is called the payee of the check. There are certain features of check as well, likewise the promissory notes and the bills of exchange, and these features are that checks should be in writing. See, there is a difference in promissory note, bill of exchange, and check, and this difference is that the promissory note and check cannot be in electronic form, but a check can be a e-check, which is in electronic form. It is valid. Second essential is that there are three parties involved, which is drawee, drawer, and pay. It should be signed by maker. That means the sign of maker, that means who has received the consideration, need to be signed on the face of the check. The date should be mentioned. That means at the place where date should be mentioned, and that validity or the maturity is 3 months in case of check. Initially, when the act was made in 1881, the maturity was 6 months, but now it is amended, and now the maturity has become of 3 months. That means whatever date is mentioned on the check, after that you have 3 months to be to get matured. Within 3 months you need to be liquidate that the amount in the check, otherwise it will be outdated. There are one more essential, which is the amount. That means the amount should be specified and certain. And one essential is you can tender only money with the help of check. So you cannot apply barter system on the check. So you can tender only money in the form of check. So these are the certain essentials. Now we move on to different kinds of check. So as you see on the slide, there are 6 kind of checks. First kind of check is known as bearer check. This is the kind of check in which on the face of check, the name of pay is not mentioned. So it is called a bearer check. You can make a self check as a bearer check also. Although nowadays bank discourages such kind of checks. Second kind of check is order check. When on the face of check bearer is cancelled and there is a name written on the face of instrument at the place of pay, so the check is called ordered check. Third kind of check is called cross check. So crossing of check is adding extra security to your check. So if you have crossed a check, that means it can be drawn on a specified banker, or it can be drawn only in account of a pay. So you can do crossing by just two parallel lines on the face of uh, check. Next kind of check is called antedated check. So whatever date is mentioned on the face of check, if you present that check before that date, so it is called an antedated check. It is also a valid check, but it can be liquidate after on the date of date that is mentioned on the face of check, or afterwards 3 months time will be given for the maturity. Next kind of check is called post dated check. So if a check bears the date which is yet to come, that means in future date, then it is known as post dated check. So today if I'm making a check and the date I'm mentioning on the face of check is for some future date, so it will be called as post dated check. Last kind of check is called stale check. So if a check is presented for payment after 3 months from the date of check has been made, is called stale check. That means the maturity date and time period of the check is past, and you have not presented the check within the maturity of the negotiable instrument. So the check will be called the stale check. So these are the various kinds of check. Now we talk about the crossing of check. So crossing of check means on the face of check, if there is two parallel lines with or without certain words written in between the lines, as you have seen that there between these two parallel lines there are mentioned somewhere it is account pay is mentioned, or non-negotiable is mentioned. So this is a various kind of crossing of check. So the main objective of crossing of check is to secure extra security feature to your check. So there are three kind of crossing of check. First is known as general crossing. So general crossing is done by simply mentioning two parallel lines without any word. So if there is a two parallel line on face of a check, that means the check will be account pay only. That means the name of pay is not, now the check will not remain a bearer check. It will a account pay check now. So if the if the pay has a account in any of the bank, the banker or the drawee will provide or liquidate that amount in that account only. Second kind of crossing is called special crossing. So a special crossing uh, is done by mentioning non-negotiable in on the face on the in between the parallel lines. And third kind of crossing is restrictive crossing. It is done uh, for the collecting bank. That means it is another security feature which direct collecting banker that he need to credit amount of check only to the account of pay with that banker name. That means in restrictive crossing, in between two parallel lines, the name of bank has been mentioned. So if the pay has for example, if the pay has three account, in one in SBI, second in ICICI, and third in, say for example, HDFC bank, and he has received a check on which there is a restrictive crossing, that means in between two parallel lines there is mentioned that SBI, so he can receive amount only in the account of SBI. That means he cannot negotiate that amount in ICICI or HDFC account. So this is three kind of security feature which is known as crossing of check. So this is all about checks. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you.